Here's what I hope happens. I genuinely hope happens because it's the coolest timeline for me. And Trump's got to be the president, and then he's got to start, really. Well, I mean, no, going after his rivals and his enemies and locking them up, like that's what I hope happens. And I hope that it's just a real meltdown of the entire system that we see. That's what I'm looking for. Where just the hypocrisy of it all caves in and creates just a mass that can't withstand gravity anymore and just collapses on itself, and we get a new system where we all just walk the earth wearing leather clothes that'll last our entire lifetime.
Why don't we give Kings a go again?
I think we're gearing up for that. I mean, I nominate King. I think, look,
we got like, wait, you got a direct line of accountability with the king. Everything sucks. Like whose fault is it? Fucking that guy's.
Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. I think I've heard this before. I just made that up.
That just came to me.
I would be okay with King. I would like.
I'm down for kings and queens.
But if we get a king, then I want a whole I want lords and ladies. I want there to be dukes.
100% a return of culture.
Yes, I want to be able to. I'd like horses to make a comeback. I'm being honest.
I'm fine with that.
And
the king,
if we have horse-based economy,
70,
not be
we launch them into space at 69. If they make it that long as king, which a lot of kings don't make it that long because everybody goes, now there's not a circle of bureaucrats with unaccountability. There's one guy who's the king. And so
who do you want to be a king? Pick your king. You got 5 seconds.
Fuck, this is hard.
Defaulted to Joe Rogan. You fucked up. The world's ruined now.
No. It's not Joe Rogan. You know what? How about Joe Rogan can start and we see where it goes? Actually, no, I don't want Joe Rogan as the king.
Alex Jones.
Who would be a good one? No, I don't want him either. I don't want a fat king. He has to be fit. I mean, not that Joe Rogan's fat. Joe Rogan's fit. But
how about that? Well, that guy's British. I was going to pick your smart British guy. Maybe a black
Frank
science man. I nominate Neil deGrasse Tyson. I want black science man in there.
No, that guy with his fucking smarmy tweets. None of that. No. He can't be king.
Like, you just don't understand taxes. You guys keep asking me about this money. All it is you can't do math.
Taxes, money's not even real. It's actually just a system of numbers held together by central banks. And then
we need a good king with abs.
And he cannot currently be in politics. That would be a rule. Is when we move back to kings, no one who's been involved in any way at any level of American politics is eligible. We send them all to Madagascar.
Terry Crews. He
John
did great
Cena.
as Comancho.
No, I don't like Terry Crews.
That's the first one I've been kind of okay with.
No. You cup that guy's ass, he folds like a house of cards.
That's
John Cena. How about John Cena?
It's not nice.
He's popular. John Cena is popular in China. And so that's a natural
he speaks
ally.
Mandarin.
He speaks Mandarin. He's jacked. He is always went for his campaign to be king. He can show all those times that he helped people with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He's like the most Make-A-Wish guy ever. So
he's got a great TV show.
You're getting me with the Make-A-Wish thing, but I'm on Colby Covington, and I think he can even beat up John Cena if you need him to.
Oh, he destroyed John Cena. Yeah, for sure.
And
he's got a similar body type.
Is he that really good-looking guy?
Colby's got that cardio. He'll wrestle, fuck him into that.
Oh, he's the outrageously good-looking one. Colby's a good-looking guy, though.
Yeah.
So far, he's the one, I'm liking John Cena.
On Colby's social media posts, he begins all of them the same way. He's like, "What's up, nerds and virgins?" And he's always got like a couple of bimbos with him. And he's like, I was gonna beat up the king of stink, Marvin Vittori, on April 5th, but he's a fucking coward and not an American. So instead, I'm gonna beat up that." And he'll just borderline racist dog whistle. Just
I know who I want. Sean Strickland. That's who I want as king. I want a warrior king. That guy. He's going to be coming out and about he's going to be direct with his people. He's going to tell us what's going on under the surface. Yeah.
My honest answer is probably going to be Bill Belichick. I think that
Bill Belichick, okay. Maybe 10 years ago, Bill Belichick. You know
who, here's who I actually think could become president if they wanted to. The Rock. I think The Rock I think betting that The Rock will someday be the president is a pretty good bet because you'd get great odds, and I think it's fairly likely.
Do you think he'd be a good king? The Rock?
Yeah. Well, no.
You know who'd be a half decent king? Michael Dubin. He's the guy that founded Dollar Shave Club and made those funny commercials. He's been on the show.
Okay.
I don't know what he's up to.
Why him? Why would he be a king?
How about the My Pillow guy?
He's funny and he's a businessman. That's enough.
The My Pillow guy.
Funny businessman. Please, we've been down this road. It's great. Right?
Trump is a funny businessman, and
there you go.
But he's been involved in politics, so he's ineligible for kingship. Yeah,
Baron Trump, the tallest king ever.
Damn, the name Baron lends itself to kingship.
Baron Trump.
Yeah,
and he fucking like 10,000 big horns. Dun, 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 dun. He fucking walks.
I would
out.
like that.
He's got a lion head on each shoulder as like a shoulder piece.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Okay,
Every time he takes a step, a slave darts in front of him and gets their back in the way so that his foot will catch perfectly.
Never touches the ground.
As he steps down from his
You think
litter.
that King Baron would bring slaves back? I don't think so.
Oh, he's bringing slaves back. We're going to have white slaves this time. It's the classiest of slaves.
No,
you know how you know
there should be no discrimination.
You,
Every race should be able to be a slave.
It's like
in Baron's America.
You can tell like the people who really have money have white landscapers.
Joffrey. Well, this is Baron Trump a foot and a half ago.
King Joffrey.
Like,
dude, he's that. Yeah, that's a while ago. I've last time I saw him, he was gigantic. Like he looked like legitimately 6'6", 6'7" or something.
Damn.
Like gigantic.
Yeah. So who would your actual king pick be, Kyle? And Josh, who would your king pick be? If you want some,
and they're going to be like the de facto like king of America.
They're the king. But it's a king, remember? And so if they really just fumble the bag, what happens to kings that fumble the bag? They get got real fucking quick. And then the guy who replaces him, that guy better fucking fix shit. Otherwise, he's going to get got too. So you would absolutely have to hit the ground running as king. You'd have to. You can't be mealy mouth and deliberating. Yeah. You got to be an immediate king.
Baron Trump 6'8", apparently. I don't know. Like I would want someone. I think I'd want a smart person. Legitimately, I'd want like an intelligent person who also sort of had some sort of moral view on the world, or at least had some patriotism is important to me, because I don't want some fucking do-gooder who's like, oh, inequality. Every American should be so much poorer. Like, I don't want that. I do want someone who's like an American first kind of guy.
A Solomon kind of character.
I saw something the other day, and it was these German people. We have American first, and we're like, what about us? And it's like, yeah, not you. Not you. That's what. Second place at best, bitch. Stay in line. Like that's what. When we say America first, we mean all of you behind us. That's what we mean. Just so you know, international people
after America, probably China.
We believe. We know. You know it's
China.
True. And you're like first in what? Scooter shootings? Ha 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 ha. True.
Yes, amongst many categories, school is one of them.
What are you first in Germany? Fucking also, probably engineering. So don't count nothing that you can't count engineering.
Automobiles,
German engineering.
Wars lost. Okay. World wars lost. Like you're piling those up. You invented the highway system, though. That's pretty sweet. We copied it, though.
We did copy it, and we have a bigger country, so we got to have
clover
more
leaves, off ramps, all that shit. They invented.
We win again.
Shit didn't exist before.
Maybe a professional athlete would be a good king. Someone
Which one
like that? Wayne Gretzky.
Why Wayne Gretzky? He can't even coach a hockey.
Because he's the GOAT.
At what? Playing hockey?
Yeah.
He can't coach a team. Does his team suck?
No, okay, fucking okay, that's an excellent point. He wasn't a good coach, not Wayne Gretzky.
That's why I went with Bill Belichick. But then I remember since Tom Brady's been gone, I think he's like a 44% win rate.
How about someone fun like throw Dave Portnoy in there?
Dave Portnoy. Okay. No, all right, so let me say this. I like Dave Portnoy. I like his content, and I watch it always. He's got a mean, petty streak to him sometimes, which you wouldn't want to be the king of the world.
Got the Targaryen in him, huh?
Yeah.
Every now and then somebody will say, remember that guy the other day, it was a pizza owner. He comes out, he's like, hey, eat your pizza and go. How about that? How about I don't like being rated by the likes of you? How about that? I don't like what your business is.
Dave.
Yes.
Enjoy your pizza as any customer, but I don't appreciate what you do coming in and judging a business with one bite.
Well, we do more. Is this your spot?
This is my spot.
Oh.
I hope you enjoy your pizza, but I don't appreciate what you do to small businesses.
Well, I help. The good news is I give
don't
you
see it that way.
Terrible school. That guy.
And he's like, your shirt's 5 sizes too small, you piece of shit. Get the fuck back in there. You know what? 1.2. You just made a mistake. You just made a mistake with your tight ass shirt. 5 sizes too small.
Let me be a little clearer. Move on. Don't stand in front of my business.
Let me be clear. Fuck you.
Let me be clear.
Fuck
Get
you.
the fuck out of front of my business.
Fuck you.
Dumb
It's
as
a
the year.
public
Your whole
street, you
fucking
motherfucker.
platform. Yeah, but
It's
this
a
is my
public
business.
street. This ain't your business.
Yeah, but this is my business. And if you
Fuck
stay
you.
here, I'm calling the
Fuck
fucking
you.
police.
He's right across the street. Go get him. What are you going to tattle me off for standing on a public street?
Just being a fucking bitch.
Your shirt's 6 sizes too small, fatso.
Just go fuck yourself and the whole fucking platform you're on.
Oh, you don't like the platform.
Boy, and this business owner in front of his business, and I'm like, I scroll down to see how many millions of people have watched it and are all like, let's get him. Where does he live? I'm like, it's a little too petty.
Dude, ain't that heavy?
My politics don't align with Dave Portnoy, but I've looked past that recently, and I have to be impressed with what he's doing with his life. Right? That business move he made. How did he get such a good offer? How did that possibly happen?
I saw him at like an Antifa type thing the other day. They got signs and shit down capitalism or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, you don't like capitalism? You know why? Bet you never been to a $20 million house and then Nantucket. That's where I go. You know, I'm gonna go to my $20 million house off Nantucket. You ever been there? It's beautiful. Like I almost verbatim. He's telling this poor kid this. He's like, "Yeah, of course you don't. You never been in a $20 million house in Nantucket. That's where I'm going tonight. See you later, loser." And it's like, man, yeah, I think you're supposed to be above this.
No, that's why he's funny. Is he's not above that. He will just get in the
dude. Aren't you worth 9 figures? Why are you here shitting on this college kid, bragging about your house in Nantucket, which I'm sure is incredible.
He's a content guy, so he's going for that, I would imagine.
I like it. I've always liked.
Yeah, actually, he's my front runner for King so far. Throw Dave Portnoy in the mix. Let's see what happens.
Keep doing pizza. That's all I need from Dave Portnoy. I'm happy that he's got so much money. He can be like, you know what? Fuck you. Maybe I'll buy your business and ruin it. It's like, well, all right, hang on a minute. I'll do that. Like, it's scary when someone worth $100 million doesn't like you personally in the street all of a sudden, and you're a business owner, right? Especially when they got a media empire.
Yeah.
So
there was that really viral clip
more
of him
power.
Just like a week ago or so that he found out that some other news organization was writing a hit piece on him before they released it. And he like live streamed himself calling the reporter and like roasted the reporter and like had an argument with her on the phone for like 15 minutes of like, and it was like skeevy reporter shit the lady was doing. He was like, "Hey, so I'm calling because you fucking said that I'm a bad guy, a bigot, misogynist, whatever, and you're hitting up all of my," because he hosted a giant pizza event for a huge pizza event for a bunch of small businesses that he'd reviewed before to come and set up there so that people could go to this festival and try all these pizzas. And you know, they're all small businesses, they're all pizza places, and he was like, "So you guys are reaching out to the companies that I invited to my pizza festival and you're threatening them? You're like saying that things might go bad for them if they don't drop out or like don't give you dirt on me or something? Like, what's the deal with that?"
This is Emily.
Hey, Emily, this is Dave Portnoy calling. I'm recording you right now, but I've noticed a bunch of people. It seems like you're sending. We have this pizza fest happening on Saturday, and you're reaching out to our advertisers, and you're basically sending an email that says to the effect, "Dave's a misogynist, racist. Do you want to defend yourselves advertising at this event?" Right?
I'm sorry. What's your name, Dave? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I'm the guy you're writing the article about, Dave Portnoy.
Oh, you're Dave Portnoy. Oh, hey, how are you?
And she let off with like, "No, that's not true." And like, he was like, "Really? Because here's an email you sent that was just forwarded to me by one of those companies that says like," and it was literally like the reporter threatening the business, being like, "You're associating yourself with this person who we don't like at the Washington Post or whatever. This could go badly for you."
I haven't said anything like that.
I can read if you want. If you want, I can read what you actually sent. I have it.
Yeah, read, because I sent a bunch of notes, so I want to make sure I know which one.
Okay. We are planning to write about the festival and how some of the sponsors and participants have drawn criticism by seemingly to associate themselves with Dave Portnoy, who has a history of misogynic comments and other problematic behavior. I want to make sure that blank had a chance to respond to this since the company is the most prominent in their partners of his festival.
Oh, that's the one I sent to, which was definitely the most pointed of them.
And it's like just scumbag shit. And then the reporter was like, well, that's a tactic we reporters use to get a response.
I really did want them to respond, and I was hoping to get something from them.
Do you think that's fair? Like, I totally disagree with the assertions of what you said, that misogenic and all that stuff. So, like, it kind of backs people into a corner. So I'm happy to go over anything. I mean, that is pretty pointed. You said you didn't do it. Then I have the exact evidence of you doing it. So
no, I didn't say I didn't do that. I said I did. That was the one that was the most pointed.
well, no, before I provided proof, you said you didn't really remember doing that. And then I read it to you and you're like, oh yeah, I did it that one time. So you did do it.
It's like, really? You just threaten businesses for associating with someone you don't like, a guy who's like, biggest offense as far as I know about Dave Portnoy is like being bombastic and ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? That's just scumbag journalist behavior. Glad he live streamed that. That was funny.
Yeah, I like that he utilizes that power. He's well aware of the power that he has, and he usually uses it to help his buddies, which I guess is admirable as well. I don't have anything against him. I just don't think he needs any more power. He's plenty powerful enough. Like leave him where he is. Oh yeah,
yes, Zach, do a couple ads, but no, I'll pull you around on it, or maybe you can convince me out of Portnoy with a
I'm going to try to think of. I was going to ask the question: who do you think? And this will be good to think about while you do the ads. Who do you think? Who today is an admirable man? Like in the public eye.
Were we trying to think of good people celebrities? Because I have two.
For kings?
Yeah, like an admirable, admirable dude. Like who's an admirable man celebrity?
I didn't know it was tied into the king thing because the first one was the king, LeBron James.
Doesn't have to be the king.
LeBron James impresses me in that he got like super famous at like 15 years old, and throughout all that time, there's never been anyone who's even had a bad experience with him. Seemingly, he put $100 million into that school that raises people bad at math. But the intention was there.
The intention was there, where someone got killed outside of it, and nobody can do.
It was a white kid.
That was a white kid. He doesn't even count. So, but LeBron James, apparently a super good guy, and I just know if you took 15-year-old Woody and made him rich and famous, he'd turn out to be a bigger asshole than he really did. But the other one, who I think you will all agree with, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton, apparently super nice chick, does good things for everyone.
I got to say that I think that's an interesting proposition, but I definitely don't think that. I don't see everybody agreeing. I think
about Dolly Parton.
She's very, very popular, yeah. But I'm also aware that she's tied herself up in politics. At least one side is perceived that way or the other. You know,
like my politics.
She's not a political figure, though. That being said,
I got a figure though, don't I?
Yeah.
Vote left. Vote left.
She would have to have some wild takes to make me overlook those tits.
I think isn't it trans issues or something? Isn't it trans issues or something?
Let her say whatever she wants. What she's into. I don't even know what side you're talking about.
What I know about Dolly Parton is Dollywood is a great theme park when you're a kid. Went there many times, and she's got big titties, which was always just wonderful. But she's got this book program where I don't know how many books they've given to kids who apparently need books for whatever reason, but it's like so many millions of books.
Yeah.
Seems like a good thing. I don't care what the politics are. Yeah, I don't care what the politics are, I guess. As long as she's not like, I don't know. Maybe I do care what the politics
I agree with you. I think that's like the more important part is what
there are people who might disagree with her politics, but I don't think anyone's ever accused her of not coming from a good place. And that counts for a lot.
Sure. Yeah, she seems nice enough.
That's it. I mean, I think that's not a bad contender in my personal opinion, you know. But I also know that a lot of people that were fans of hers throughout like the 70s and 80s nowadays really, really hate her. So,
well, those are
not
old,
for anything.
Those are old Southern white people, so I'm not surprised.
They hate everything. You're right.
Yeah.